The High Road is dedicated to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces, past, present, and future. Meet Keith Warren. As a 30-year veteran of the outdoor industry and devoted conservationist, this outdoor television icon has hunted across America and around the world, showing you big game, educating outdoorsmen.
Yeah, this is good.
And uniting all hunters.
Thank you for this experience. This is a great hunt.
That's Keith Warren. And this is the High Road.
Handguns. What is there not to like about a handgun? I mean, I didn't used to feel this way, but it's like I wouldn't go anywhere now without a handgun, not just for personal protection, but also for hunting. I mean, handguns have opened up so much more opportunity for me, and they're a lot of fun. Now, as far as self-protection goes, I mean, all of us hope we never have to use a handgun, you know, to protect ourselves, but it's always a good idea to make sure that if you need to, that you're accurate with it. And it's for that reason that I love hunting with a handgun. I mean, it gives me a lot of confidence. I know that my aim is true. I know that when I hit something, it'll go down. And you know what? Hunting's supposed to be fun. And when you hunt with a handgun, it's fun. Tell you something, if that doesn't get your blood pumping, I don't know what will. That is exciting as all get out right there. We snuck that back in their bedroom and they had absolutely no idea we were even here. Hello, Piggy. Looky here. Looky here. Let me roll this dude over. Now, okay, let me show you something here. Isn't that where you're supposed to shoot him? Right there? That was about a 40-yard shot, and it probably went about 80 yards, but this is a perfect eater. I mean, this is a perfect eating size hog. This is pretty good. We're gonna get this thing back to the house. Start out every single hunt, spraying down with scent killer. That's the first thing. That's the easy thing to do. And make sure that you know how to shoot whatever you're gonna shoot. Spotting and stalking is a lot of fun.
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Gammo Precision Air Rifles, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, beyond 99%, OpticsPlanet.com, Keith Warren's Texas Hidden Springs Ranch, the best value in Texas trophy deer hunting, and Gravedigger Broadheads by No Limit Archery. Watch The High Road in HD at highroadhunting.com.
Hi, I'm Kendall with OpticsPlanet.com, and you're watching The High Road with Keith Warren.
This place is a working cattle ranch, and Billy's got it's close to 1,000 acres out here. Get out of here, go on. And it just so happens they've had a bunch of rain lately, and they've opened up different pastures, and the cows are kind of being rotated from different pastures. So I knew going into it that we may have an issue with the cows. So I wonder what the limit on cows is. Out here trying to take a boar hog, had a lot of sows, and they'd come into 50 yards, 60 yards and stuff, but I'm really looking to get something in pretty close just because I want to get good video, and I want to be able to make a good, clean, ethical shot with this handgun. Oh, this is a sweet spot right here. It's fixing to be Pig 32. All right, let me explain to you what I'm doing here. It is summertime and going on a hog hunt. This is a Raging Bull made by Taurus. The caliber is a .454 Casull. It's got an 8 3/8 inch barrel. It has a ported muzzle. You'll notice it's got a vented top rib. Being ported makes it loud, so you're gonna need a good set of ears. I'm shooting a 300 grain bullet out of this bad boy, and it shoots over 1,600 feet per second. I'll tell you more about the gun a little bit, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna hop into my little tree house right here after we get our scent cleared out. See if we can kill a pig this evening. Look down, look down, way in the bottom down there. That looks like it's a boar. It's probably a boar all by himself coming in, following up. Okay. All right, see him going up in there. He's like sniffing that other one's butt. It's the back one, yeah. Got him. It was pretty doggone incredible, and I cannot believe the way this blind. Looks like somebody carved the blind out. All right, this was about a 40-yard shot. I'm pretty thrilled with the way this bad boy performed. A friend of mine, when I got it the other day and I went out and I started practicing with it and getting confidence in it, he looked at it, he goes, whoa, that's a man gun. Oh man, look at that. All right, and that was an absolute perfect shot. If you take a look where I hit him, perfectly right there, dropped him on his butt. This is really a cool deal. You know, this gun was not built, this caliber was not built for personal defense, but this is a hunting gun and it does an excellent job. Reason for shooting something so big is because I like going after big stuff. A feral hog like this is very, very tough. I mean, they can take some lead, and but if you hit them in the right spot, just like with a bow or anything else, shot placement is everything. But this is just an incredible piece of equipment right here. I'm very thrilled to be able to of taking an animal with it. But again, it's a 300 grain bullet traveling 1,600 feet per second, and that's pretty awesome. Let's show you this guy right here. Oh boy, a feral hog like this one right here will get eaten, no question about it. I've got a guy out of New Braunfels that he donates a lot of stuff to the orphanage, and so this will wind up going to the orphanage and feed a bunch of kids over there, and doing a good job.
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Reconyx Game Cameras, Savage Arms, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed, OpticsPlanet.com, Nature Blinds, and Jarden Consumer Solutions, makers of the Game Saver.
Hi, I'm Jeremy with OpticsPlanet.com, and you're watching The High Road with Keith Warren.
Tannerite brand binary exploding rifle targets presents viewer feedback.
Jerry from Navasota, Texas writes, thanks for having your shows and videos on YouTube. I like the fact that I can watch anytime 24/7 and that you have hundreds of videos that just aren't from your shows too. I love to share links to these videos with my friends. We will see you on the high road. Hey Jerry, one of the cool things about YouTube is that it has allowed us to be able to take videos that may not be deemed appropriate to put on television and put them on our YouTube channel. And literally, I think we have the most aggressive YouTube channel in the entire outdoor television industry. And people are sharing links to these videos, so there's stuff that goes on hunting trips that for the general audience, they may not feel like it should be on the air, but on YouTube it is good stuff. And if you're interested, like Jerry, to be able to see what we have on our YouTube channel, all you need to do is just go to it and subscribe. Jerry, thanks for the email. Well, I finally got my hands on what is my favorite hunting revolver. This, my friends, it's been out for about 10 years now, and it's made by Smith & Wesson. This is a 500 Magnum. That's right, it's a 50 caliber handgun. And this is the largest caliber production handgun on the market, period. It is big enough, literally, to take down anything walking on the planet. I want to tell you a little bit about it. The grip on it is soft, but very firm. All right, it has a long barrel on it. On the end of the muzzle, it has a compensator, and you'll notice it also has a brake on top of it. The gun, when fully loaded and has a scope on it, weighs approximately 6 pounds. And the one thing that I have found shooting this is that it does not have as much recoil as I originally thought it would. And the reason why, I think, is because it's the design of the frame that somehow reduces the recoil. Now, as far as ammunition goes, let me tell you what I'll be using. Made by Federal Premium, this is a 325 grain Swift A-frame bullet. No, back in the cowboy days, you saw guys shooting guns and they were 6 shooters. Well, this is a 5 shooter. It's so big that it can't hold 6 cartridges in the cylinder. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna load it up. Now these are, again, 325 grains of bad medicine for anything on the planet. And my friends, we got a target set down here about 70 yards. And I'm going to show you what this bad boy will do right now. It looks like they're all in the same hole, but they're a little low. We're going to move this thing up. Look at that now. And that is a great big old hole. I'll tell you what, can you see why this is my new favorite hunting revolver?
The High Road with Keith Warren is brought to you in part by Burt Coyote's Luminoc and Lumen Arrows, Shadow Hunter, your total comfort hunting blind, Elevators, your easy way up, Walls, oil field camo. It's not just a pattern, it's a way of life. Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, beyond 99%. And BSA Optics.
Well, every time you go into the woods and you're hunting an animal, no matter what kind of animal it is, you need to pay attention to your scent. A lot of hunters come, they don't spray down, and you know, they're just not stacking the odds in their favor. A hog has a great nose, and you really have to watch your scent. On this hunt, Keith's going to be spotting and stalking, so he's going to have his work cut out for him because spotting and stalking is very challenging. Keith's going to really have to watch his wind and get in close because he chose to use a handgun.
Look at that now. You know, I have a saying every day we wake up out in the field. I say, you know, we got to be prepared to go to the top of the mountain. And what I mean by that is you got to do what you got to do and make it happen. With a spot and stalk hunt, we got to go to the top of the mountain because the conditions are tough. It is thick, and being able to do that here and do it effectively and be able to connect with a handgun, that's a challenge. It is so hot that you can't imagine. The humidity is off the charts, and we're looking for sleeping pigs. So I wound up sitting down in this area that I'd found about a year ago walking around out here, and this little water hole had a ton of tracks around it. So the hog comes in, and I see him immediately, and he's heading straight at us. I'm like, okay, all I gotta do is get this beast of a gun up on the sticks and make sure that pig isn't behind a tree. All of a sudden, he comes in, and I know, you know, I'm dead still on him. I know I can poke it right in his face. So I did. He's gotta come out from behind that tree. All right, here we go. That's what a 500 Smith & Wesson will do to a hog. That laid him out, buddy boy. Holy smokes, that is awesome. I'm gonna tell you something. That right there is the first animal that I have killed with this hand cannon. Now, if you've been wondering how much this weighs, well, with the scope and with 5 rounds of ammo and with this barrel, this bad boy weighs about 6 pounds. And so it's big. You've got to have some shooting sticks, at least I need to be able to shoot it, and better have some ears on you. But that right there, that did one heck of a job on that old boar hog. And we're gonna go take a look at him before it gets dark. Woo-hoo, baby. Nice. Well, here we go. This right here is perfect. I mean, this is a nice sized boar hog. He's got everything that I wanted, including a nice size bullet hole right in the brain. I had read about this particular revolver Finally, I called my friends over at Smith & Wesson. I said, would y'all just send me one to try out? I mean, I've killed a lot of stuff with a Glock, and I've used the Casul, and I've done real well with that. But I'm telling you what, this right here, I can't wait to take this for deer or elk, and it is unbelievable accurate. But anyway, this is just a fine way to top off today. This is Hog Wild Adventures. It is out of New Caney, Texas, about 1 hour due north from downtown Houston. So anyway, thanks to Billy, thanks to y'all, thanks to my friends at Taurus and Smith & Wesson and Glock, and thanks to the old feral hog. We'll see y'all next week on the High Road.
The High Road with Keith Warren has been brought to you in part by Diamond Down Thermal Gear, the world's most effective thermal apparel for hunting. Comal Taxidermy Studio of New Braunfels, Texas is proud to be the exclusive taxidermy studio for Keith Warren and the High Road.